Miss, do you know if they have any more bananas?
I turn. There's a man there, a little frightening in this big empty store, and he's pointing to this now empty shelf of bananas, of which I'm holding the last bunch of about 8. A man with a black hat, black leather jacket, black pants, and dark can't see through shades. And he's looking at my bananas, and I'm thinking, I got here first. They're from my family, my potassium deficient family, and I really do not want to come back to this store tomorrow just for bananas, which is what I'll have to do if I get back to this man, who I notice has no wind ring on the hand with which he is pointing. And so I figure he's single. He can go out and get as many bananas as he wants, anytime he wants. Not like me, who has middle of the night shopping sprees just to keep people in line and is chasing me down. Or maybe he's cheating loud, and he forgot to go back on his wedding ring, having just come from his mistress's house, here at 3 a.m., wanting some bananas. Anyway, without making any more judgments, I say, I don't know if there are any more. And I casually start looking around as if a banana bunch may be hiding in the mangoes or avocados. And I'm bobbing my head, lifting my neck, peering into and over some pineapple. And I'm thinking, suppose he's a motorcycle freak, some wacko, and needs these for some initiation act, and he's about to leave me, stuck and bleeding the fruit out mumbling as nectarines are bouncing off my head, and my life force is coursing out of me. So I quickly decided to conclude with, no, I don't see any, and then throw out a big, but sir, why don't you take half of mine? Is that fair, or do you need more? Because I'm now thinking, a contest over this bunch make it downright mean. I will not win, and I'm not going down for a bunch of bananas, and not very pleasant looking ones at that. And all of a sudden, I notice this huge smile breaks across his face, and he says,
Well, that's very kind of you, miss, if I may have half.
so I break the bunch. He says,
Thanks.
I turned my cart around and had no more than a few feet thinking, I am out of here. I'm going where there is at least another person, like the checkout counter, where things are safe. Thinking, why do I even come out at 3 o'clock? And this is why there are no people out at 3 o'clock. Thinking, how stupid am I? When behind me I hear the words,
Excuse me, though. May I ask one more thing?
stop.
May I ask one more thing, miss?
I freeze. My back's still to the scary man. I scan the fruit department in front of me. That is connected to the deli department. That is connected to the flour department. That is connected to the bakery department. And there is no one, not a soul for hours. So I turn and say, excuse me, sir, what? And he very politely says,
Well, it seems you have the last jar of peanut butter, the kind I love. And I was wondering if...
I look down. There it is, right on top. I grab the peanut butter and hold it out to him. It's yours, take it, it's yours, I say. I just took one. It doesn't matter my 6 children. And now I'm lying. I only have 2 children. But I figure if he's thinking of killing me right here, right now, in front of the grapefruits, I want as much guilt as possible, riding his damned hell soul into the eternal flames. It doesn't matter my 6 children, I say, if they eat chunky or creamy.
Well, I was just over there. They have all types left, except this kind. So if it doesn't matter...
It doesn't matter, I say. It really doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
I so appreciate it. I really do.
Fine, I say. Fine. And I'm repeating, fine. And he says,
Please don't be nervous. I don't mean to frighten you, miss.
and I'm saying, fine, I'm fine. And I'm lying because I don't know what else to say because I'm so nervous. And he's approaching me, taking steps near to me. And I'm an automatic response now, repeating over and over, just as unconvincing as I can. Oh, I'm fine. Really fine. So fine I could just cry. I'm fine. And then I start to cry. I'm fine, I'm fine. Here, take the peanut butter. Is there anything else you want, mister? Is there anything else you want? And now I notice this big lump starting to form in his throat.
Please calm down, miss. I don't mean to frighten you. Here, why don't you take the bananas and peanut butter?
I'm fine. And then he says,
Please, please, miss.
As he backs away, and I cry even louder. Fine, I'm fine. He puts the peanut butter and bananas down and says,
Please calm down, miss.
and I'm saying I'm fine, and he's saying,
I'm sorry.
and we're repeating I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine, fine, fine.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
And he has his hands out. His hands are out, above his shoulders, as if he's just robbed a bank, been caught and has a gun in his bag. He is profusely apologizing with his fingers spread wide open, and I'm clutching my cart. And then it happens. He takes off his hat. He takes off his glasses, and he says,
Miss, my name is Elvis Presley. Please do not scream or be frightened, and I wish you accept my apologies from the bottom of my heart.
now I'm looking at him. Now I realize that it is Elvis Presley. And now I let out the most blood-curdling scream that has ever been heard in the state of Tennessee, let alone the metropolitan area. Elvis rocks back on his heels, Elvis drops his hat, Elvis drops his glasses. An avalanche of apples set off by the reverberation comes screaming down, dominoing into the melons that come rolling down. Elvis is pushed a little bit to the left and puts his hands out. He is crouching a bit because of the mere weight of the fruit descending. Apples are now bounding off his chest. He is on the ground, and I'm standing over top of him, screaming again. And not because he frightened me, but because I'm no longer frightened at all. And not because it's Elvis, but rather because what I've now done to this man, this king of Memphis, who has helped so many people and children, who has given so much to so many. And here I have pelted him with apples and melons, and now notice that the plums have begun to fresh assault upon his head. So I throw my body in front of the fruit, trying to protect him, because he is down on the ground now. He is helpless. Back, I say, back, fruit. You not know who this is? I'm trying to command him like God. Stay away from him, apples, I shout, as if I'm now Eve, protecting the king from the forbidden fruit here in the garden at 3 a.m. And he says,
Miss, it's all right. I'm all right.
and I fall, and I'm falling backwards, and I feel these hands, these big hands.
I have you.
I hear, and at that point, I just let my body go. I let everything go. I could see the apples, the melons, the plums hit my leg, and I look up, and there was his face. Oh, I bet Eve never saw a face so sweet. His beautiful face, laughing, looking at me. And I'm now thinking, this is it. This is the highlight of my life. Here at 3 a.m., nobody sees it, and nobody's going to believe it. And I look up, and he had an apple in his hand. He took a bite of it and handed it to me and said,
Would you like a taste?
and I did. Oh, yes, I did. And the next thing I remembered, we're at the checkout, which he insisted on paying for. He put my bags in my trunk and he said,
Once again, I'm very sorry.
to which I replied, I'm fine. And to which he said,
Don't start that again.
and I didn't. And then he said,
Now get in your car.
and I did. And then he said,
Start your car.
and I did. And then he said,
Now drive away.
and I did. And the funny thing is, sometimes I ride by that store, but I have never gone back in that store. I can no longer go back in that